had diastasis recti, right? Like my belly was like bulging out. I also have an umbilical hernia. So because those abdominal muscles were separate, your organs start to protrude through, okay? And so that's why if you read the summary, you'll see that you want to avoid movements like sit-ups because that'll cause the bulge to kind of like open and then put on more pressure, okay? As you're doing these workouts and you're healing your core, you're going to want to make sure to take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, okay? Understand that this is a healing process, okay? And if you know anything about healing, it doesn't happen overnight, right? It takes gradual, constant, steady practice. So healing is slow and steady, right? So we're not gonna be doing anything too crazy. This is all about doing the same simple, steady movements over and over because that is exactly what I did and that is exactly how I got to where I am today. So now I'm gonna give you all a little tip for what to do when you start doing your exercises. So of course, you're gonna be on your mats, on the floor, whichever, right? You'll wanna make sure that your feet are at a 90-degree angle, okay? When you're doing these workouts, you don't want to, for example, let's say we're doing the heel slides, right? You don't want to have your feet all the way up here. You want to keep them at that 90-degree angle because that keeps your core engaged and you'll feel the difference. I want you guys to lay on your back, lay on your back right now, and I want you guys to feel the difference, right? When your feet are here, right, you don't really feel it as much. But when your feet are here, you really feel your core engaged. So you want to make sure that your core stays tight, okay? That is what is going to bring those muscles back together and start to heal that abdominal separation. So this is a breathing exercise that you're going to want to make sure that you do every day as well. You're going to take your deep breath in. Your stomach is going to expand, and as you exhale, you're going to wrap your arms around your waist and kind of like bring it in, right? As if you're kind of pushing those muscles back together, right? So, and you're going to want to keep that breathing pattern as you do your workout, right? So we've got our breathing, we know how we're going to breathe. Now let's get into our workout, right? So we're going to do heel slides, legs at a 90-degree angle, core is engaged, core is tight, everything is sucked in together. And we're going to slide our heel against the floor. You're going to want to make sure to extend that leg all the way. Extend that leg all the way, slowly slide it against the floor, pointing those toes. Extend, bring it all the way up, right? Slide it against the floor, extend, bring it all the way up, right? And trust me, ladies, after 1 or 2, you're going to be like, oh, this is easy. After 6, 7, 8, you're going to be like, okay, I feel the burn, right? But just keep going. Extending that foot all the way, lifting it up, bringing it back, okay? You're also going to feel this in your thighs. Your legs might shake a little bit. That's okay. It just means that it's working. So one more. Extend all the way, bring it back up. Keep those toes pointed, keep them at a 90-degree angle, keep that core engaged, keep taking those deep breaths, keeping that core tight, okay? Keep your core tight, make sure that you can feel it, making sure that you're breathing in deep, exhaling, and wrapping those muscles back together all throughout this workout, okay? And then it's okay to go slow, especially if this is your first time. Go slow and steady, okay? This is all about slow and steady. We're not going to be doing those crazy, nothing too crazy, slow and steady to help bring those muscles back together, okay? Now, the next one, toe taps, right? We've got our legs back at this 90-degree angle, and we have 2 different kinds, right? Like we have the toe, where you just lightly tap your toe, and then we have the whole foot, where you extend all the way out, plant your whole foot, and back up, okay? So, it's important to remember, 90-degree angle, keeping that core tight and engaged throughout the entire workout, okay? You should feel your core being tight and engaged. You should feel the burn in your core, and also you'll feel it in your legs as well. So, keeping that leg up, remembering to keep it right here, not down here, not up here, but right here. So we're gonna do those toe taps. And when it says you're gonna do a set of 25, that means 1. And when it says you're gonna do a set of 25, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, all the way to 25, okay? So you have your light toe ones, and then you have the ones where you plant your toe. Those are you're gonna feel the burn a little bit more, but that's okay. So we're here, extending that foot all the way, bring it back up. Plant that foot all the way down, bring it back up. And you're gonna do 25 of those. 25 equals 1 set, okay? Okay, so that is what you're gonna wanna make sure to do throughout the next 30 days. Making sure that you're breathing in deep, keeping everything together, keeping your core tight, making sure that you feel your core engaged, burning, and active, okay? It's a 30-day program that is comprised of specific workouts to target your core, healing your body, getting you back on your feet, feeling strong and healthy again, okay? So each day you will have a different workout to complete over the next 30 days, okay? This 30-day program is meant to be a start and a guide to help kickstart you and get you towards the right track of where you want to be. The most important thing to remember is to do the workouts in their entirety, okay? I did not just create random workouts. Like, these are specific for you to help you reach your goals, okay? So each day you have your workout, right? You're gonna have a couple of different full body workouts, but then at the end, it's all about core healing and breathing. So as you all know, I had diastasis recti, right? Like, my belly was like bulging out. I also have an umbilical hernia. So because those abdominal muscles were separate, your organs start to protrude through, okay? And so that's why, if you read the summary, you'll see that you want to avoid movements like sit-ups, because that'll cause the bulge to kind of like open and then put on more pressure, okay? As you're doing these workouts and you're healing your core, you're going to want to make sure to take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, okay? Understand that this is a healing process, okay? And if you know anything about healing, it doesn't happen overnight, right? It takes gradual, constant, steady practice. So healing is slow and steady, right? So we're not gonna be doing anything too crazy. This is all about doing the same simple, steady movements over and over, because that is exactly what I did, and that is exactly how I got to where I am today. With this program, you will also receive a link to our official group for all communications, updates. In your app, you will also have access to healthy recipes, nutrition plans, and in the group message, you will also have access to my personal meal plans, recipes, and everything, okay? So you have everything that you need to really get started with your fitness journey and really start seeing some results, okay? The rest is up to you. I can give you every single thing that you need. I can tell you the workouts to do. I can tell you what to eat, but you have to be the one to put it into practice, okay? So our goal over the next 30 days is to focus on healthy eating, eliminating really greasy foods, like fried foods, maybe bake your food instead. If you don't really know what to eat, you have access to over 700 different meals. You have my meal plans, my recipes. You have what you need to be successful, okay? So over the next 30 days, our focus is gonna be on clean eating, healthy eating, doing our workouts, making sure that we're going slow and steady, breathing in and breathing out deeply, keeping our core engaged and tight and really feeling the burn. We're gonna make sure that we're doing every workout in its entirety. And the main goal is just to stay active, okay? If you've never really been active, you've never really worked out, especially during the pregnancy or after the pregnancy, it's gonna be a little different getting back into the groove of things. And that's why this program is designated to go slow and steady, okay? So the main thing is just to get active, start small, start where you are, go at your own race, your own lane, your own pace, okay? If you just keep being consistent, you really will surprise yourself with where you can be in the next 30 days. But you have to do the work, okay? Nobody can do it for you. And last but not least, you will want to make sure that you take your progress pics every single week. I always say Sundays, but taking your progress pics will really help you, because you're going to look in the mirror. You might feel like you look the same, you might feel the same, but when you take those progress pictures and you compare side by side, you're going to be like, wow, I see the difference. And it's going to make you want to keep going even harder, okay? So make sure that you take your progress pics, make sure that you are staying engaged with the group, with the community. And if you all have any other questions, you know where to reach me, okay? So you have everything that you need to be successful. I wish you the best over these next 30 days. And just know that with hard work and consistency, you can reach your goals, okay? I'm living proof. If I did it, you can do it as well.